The parking system in Cathays is currently being overhauled by the council with the aim of giving residents not only more parking spaces, but greater flexibility when parking their cars too. The changes are badly needed. It is well known that parking is a nightmare in Cathays, with some residents calling the situation a misery, while others said fining drivers for parking offences was like shooting fish in a barrel. The main thing that's changing is the area resident permit holders can park their car. Under the old system, a resident permit allowed the holder to park on the street they lived on and no others. This meant when all the parking spaces were taken, residents had no choice but to park elsewhere, and many were fined for doing so. As a result, the council have decided to adopt a zonal parking system for 4 areas of Cathays to alleviate this parking nightmare. This is a map of the new zonal parking scheme being rolled out across Cathays. The scheme has 4 parking zones. Zones C1, C2, C3 cover the south of Cathays, and Zone C4 cover the eastern part of Gibraltar. What this means is that if you live within one of the shaded areas and have a residence parking permit, you can now park anywhere within your zone, not just on your street. For example, if you live on Rumney Street, you can now park anywhere within this orange zone. Similarly, if you live on Fanny Street, you will now be able to park anywhere within this yellow zone. The same goes for residents of Maindy Road, who can now park anywhere within the blue zone. And finally, if you live on Talagarn Street, you will be able to park anywhere within this purple zone. The other major change to parking in Cathays is the elimination of all unrestricted parking. Previously, parking spaces without white lines around them could be parked in by anyone, regardless of whether they had a permit. But now all parking spaces will be outlined with white lines, meaning only resident permit holders can park there. So what do residents make of all this?
The current system is terrible because there aren't enough spaces and our permit restricts us to this street. So if we go anywhere else, we get a ticket. And if you ride back from home, you're never going to park. So I hope the new zonal system makes more spaces available for us and we can actually park on other roads other than this one. And I hope it reduces the number of non-resident spaces as well.
Currently I think the system is very flawed. It makes it really hard for me trying to park my car when I come back from the gym. I have to park 3 rows down, which takes me a 10-minute walk. That'd be a massive issue if I was disabled or more of an elderly lady who needs to get to the car quickly. I really welcome the new plans. I think the zonal plans would be good for people being able to park close to the house and be more accessible for people who maybe can't get to their car in the old system.